Hello everyone, welcome to Data Vidhyalaya. I am Suresh Reddy Nusi. So, in the last video, we have seen like what is a string data type and what are its operations. Okay. So, if you are new to Data Vidhyalaya channel, please like the channel and comment if you have any queries when you are going through all the videos and all. And share if you wanted to share it with your new friends or colleagues or whoever wanted to learn Python. Okay. So, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel. That's the more key thing here. Okay. Now coming to the today's topic, like we'll be going through the Boolean data type. So earlier videos you have seen the numerical data type, int, float, and the complex, and then string data type, str, square, curved brackets, and now we'll be going through the Boolean data type. Yeah. Yes, in Boolean data types, we have, so it's also one of the data type. Like mostly we have two possible values. Like one is like true and another one is false. Okay. These are the more key values, like where based on the Boolean values, like true or false. Some conditions or the logics will trigger and all, which will help us to control the flow of the whatever the program or the task you are doing. Okay. So let's break down into how it works. So true represents the truth and all, and whatever the condition has been met or given the condition is true and all. Whereas false is like represents that the condition is not true or else falsehood, and the condition is not met to the requirement only. Okay. So now we will see how this works, how we can assign to the variables and how we can assign that in the conditions, whether it works or not. We'll see the output only. Okay. So first we will see like is sunny false. So we are assigning the value of false to the variable called is funny, is sunny. So which is a variable. Okay, is sunny is a variable. False is the value, Boolean value. So we are directly assigning that as a Boolean variable to it. Means like Boolean data type to that particular variable called is sunny. The same way is training is equal to true. So is training is a variable, true is a Boolean value. So when we are assigning the Boolean value to the is training, it will make it as like Boolean data type. Means like it becomes Boolean data type. The value stored in is rating is a Boolean value. Hence it is like Boolean data type. Okay. So for example, print function like EF earlier seen now we have seen in the earlier video regarding the EF strings. So if you are new to this and all, if you wanted to understand more about EF strings, you can refer the last video. So learn Python for beginners as string data type is the video you can refer to know about this EF strings and all. Okay. So now is it funny? Is sunny? Is it raining? Is raining? Okay. So the output has to come like is sunny is we are assigning it to false, no? Then is it sunny? False. And is raining we have assigned it to true, and so it has to come to so is it raining question mark as true. Okay. How we can compare to that? For example, temperature is a variable. We are adding assigning the 15 value to it. It's an integer value. Okay. And is hot if the temperature greater than 30 means like what is the value of the temperature? 15. 15 is greater than 30. It's true or false? It's obviously false. Okay. Temperature 15 is not greater than 30. No. So it is false. Whereas here temperature 15 greater than 20, again it is a false. Okay. Means like 15 is not greater than 20. No. It's less than 20. The same way is less than 30. Okay. So when you execute that, it has to come, it has to go, is it hot? False. And is it hot? Is it warm? Also false. For example, here instead of greater than, when we assign it to like less than 20, let us see. So it has to come 15 less than 20, no, it has to show that it has met the condition and it has to show the true value. Yes. So is it warm is equal to true. So that's how we can trigger based on the conditions. Like we'll come to understand the operators in the next video. So that's how we can compare between the values that we are assigning, and based on that we can retrieve that what Boolean values, like whether it is true or false or not. Okay. So there is so much to play with the true and false value, which you will be encountering when you see when you go into the loopings and control statements, conditional if-else statements and all, which you'll learn in the next videos. Okay. And then we have some logical operations also. You can combine Boolean values using logical operators like and, or, and not. So these are logical operators like and, or, not, and all. So here we are assigning the hash ticket value, hash ticket variable with a value false, and is adult value with a value of true, which is both are Boolean values. Okay. For example, if we wanted to, yeah, I will come to that. So can enter hash ticket and is adult, and we are using the and operator, which is a logical operator. It's like whenever both conditions are true only, then only this can enter will execute. Else it will not execute. Okay, we'll see that how it works. Okay, so can enter hash ticket and is adult. Okay, so can enter needs ticket and be adult can enter. Okay, we'll see that first on. So I will just give you the brief of that. For AND operator, no, both conditions has to be true. For OR operator, no, either condition has to be true. Not operator means like it's the opposite of true or false. If not false, it's true. Not true, it's false. Okay, that's the simple understanding. Okay, you can understand that better in the logical operations. Okay, yeah, here hash ticket is false, is adult is true. So and the condition means like it has to and operator means like it has to be both values has to be true. So here it has failed, no, hence it comes as a false. Here has the id as false, is adult is also true, means like either one is true, means is adult is true, has id is false. So our condition, our operator is like either condition has to be true, so then can vote will be true. Okay, not is raining. Is raining is what? Is raining is what I think we declared it above, I think. Is raining. Okay, I think we need to assign that value to, for example, is raining, we are assigning it to true. Let us assume that. Is raining, we are assigning it to true. Okay, then obviously not true means like false it has to come. Okay, see, we'll see how it works. Yeah, so here hash ticket is false, is adult is true, then obviously it will be false. Okay, hash id is false and is adult is true, then either condition has to be met, no, then it will obviously becomes true. Here is raining is true, obviously not true means like false it has to. Okay, that's how we use that values in that. But when we use that in we use in these logical operations as well as the comparison operators like less than, greater than, is equal to, and all that also we can use that. Whereas when we use it in the conditional statements, for example, conditional statements like mostly if else condition, if conditions and all we will be calling it. So that do while and all we will be calling it. But mostly we will use the this in the conditional statements, like whether if true only it has to execute, if else it has to give this particular operation. For example, if b greater than a means like 100 greater than 50, so then only this b is greater than a will be executed. Else means like false, then this it is not greater than a and all. That's how it executes. For example, a is 50, b is 100, 100 greater than 50, true, then obviously it will gives this result. Else it gives this 100. So the syntax and all we'll discuss that later, if condition and all. Just focus on that, how these conditions and all. For example, Yeah, for example, it is like 500. Okay, then obviously instead of b is greater than a, no, it will execute that b is not greater than e. Yeah, that's how it works. So for example, so this is how we can make that as a boolean, but mostly will not be using that bool and all. Obviously, we'll be just assigning with true and false and all. So many values can be evaluated by as booleans. Empty strings, empty list, zero, and none are considered as false. Most other values are considered as true. Okay. So for example, bool of false is like true. It's like true. Okay. True, true, true. Name is equal to John is like true. Spaces, as I said, no. Space list zero 0.00, these and all empty list and all, right? Empty list in the sense like of so empty list like this and all we can make it as false. Okay, empty list, empty strings also it will be false. Okay, and mostly none and all are considered as false. Remaining and all it will be true. Why? Because it has some value in it. Okay. So these functions are returning the Boolean values. This and all, it's not required as of now. Why? Because you need to understand the functions and all as of now. But the major conditions, like it's just the conditional output, like where we can see that if it is executed as true or false and all. It's not like you will be having the value and all, but it's based on the condition met or not. That's the major one. If it is true or false and all. Uh, for example, like sorry, a is equal to b. For example, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10, print a is equal to what is the output? This is one way of giving that where we can get the output. Like this is a is equal to b is the condition. There is another way also, which will be the index operators, I mean identity operators that you can get that in the next videos. A is B also is okay. That's how we will be getting that getting the true false boolean values like which will fall under the boolean data type. Okay. So far in this video we have discussed about the Boolean data types. In the next video we will see the next topic on relating to the other data types pending, and we'll go to the containers. Okay. Uh, that's the one. And if you have any queries and all, no, you can you can discuss or post it in the comment channel, and you can ask the questions and all in the comment channel so that I can reply to that. Okay. And that's it for the today's video, and we'll join in the next video. Okay. Till then, happy